Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing good wherever you're watching me from. If you're just stopping by my channel for the very first time, this is Adago TV and you're super duper welcome. For my oldies, you guys know I love you so much. Thank you for always sticking and stopping by. Yeah, thank you so much and God bless you. Alright, so on this video I just want to address something that I know has been bugging some of us. It's been a long, eventful week. Yeah, about 4 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for the families of Enenches and Uloko San. Yeah. And guys, whenever there is such a love story between the high profile family and maybe the average, I don't want to say low, with such a beautiful love story, what so many of us want to know is, how did it happen, how did they meet, and all of that questions. And yeah, I am also one of the persons asking, in case you're not asking, like I'm itching to know how these people actually met. But the thing is that because I know that a lot of people have been digging some information flying on the internet, some people, some videos about Sam being at one time a car washer and all of that. Yeah, okay. But guys, I have another information, and I think it goes a long way to address how these people actually met. Yeah, the source is Church Gist. That's the name of the blog, all right, where I got this information I'm about to share with you guys from. And in a summary, I would have loved to read the way they wrote, but I'm just going to be posting that for you to read yourself. So I'm just going to do a short summary of all that is being said on their post about these two persons or these two families. Yeah, and what I could gather is that Sam Uloko, number one, he is from the same state with Deborah. They are both from Benue State. He is from Igede tribe, while Deborah is from Idoma tribe. But he likes to be identified as Idoma. From the way these people put it, they said his spiritual father's tribe, that's Idoma. So this goes to tell you that he has been a member of that church, apparently for a while, and for him to be a spiritual son to Pastor Enenche. So it's like he has been there, and Pastor Enenche has taken his time to see that this one is a responsible man. Not just that, he passed through the Dunamis school of what you call Bible school or something. You can read it out there, right? So that is another milestone that he took with the church, and presently he is a head of their media department. So it goes a long way, and you know that this church is not a small church, and so they don't joke. Their media department is one big department in that church, because that is what gives it public visibility, right? So you can imagine being a head of that department, you'll be so close to the man of God. So he is a close person to the man of God, first of all. And then he came from a very good Christian background. I learned that his elder brother was once a pastor in Ikoza Church, but now owns his own church called the City of Refuge or something. Then there was something that was also said about his, I think, younger brother or so. They are from very strong, Christian background. And then he is a graduate of mass communication, but has decided to, pursue a career in I don't know, photography or videography or whatever, anything you can call media, such that he covers for very high profile events in Abuja, if not beyond Abuja. And that was why I don't know, you might have come across a video that pointed him out as once a car washer, now a governor's photographer, and then now Debbie's husband, right? Because he covers a high profile events. And there was even a rumor at some point that he was having a relationship with the vice president, that's Sibanjo's daughter, wasn't really said to be correct. You know how rumors can fly, right? Okay, but I'm just trying to point to you guys the kind of events that he covers, or the kind of, he does something that has the potentials of, you know, connecting him with the highs and the mighties of the society. Yeah, so if you're looking at him, that former car washer guy or blah blah, my you sabi, at least at some point in his life, that was a stepping stone. And for him to be even 27 and has achieved so much high profile for himself, it means that I don't think at the time that he was doing the car wash that he was doing it for maybe, I don't know, I wouldn't know, for poverty reason. It could be what he was doing to pass time, or what he was doing just to be responsible for himself. Maybe he was doing it while schooling or something, I don't know. Of course, he graduated from University of Benue State, and according to him, according to the gist, his father is late. Yeah, okay. So what was I saying? In essence, I was trying to point to you guys how these people met. Now, he opened, or he launched his studio. This guy used to live in Apori settlement in Abuja. I know that area very well. Yeah. Zone A. From that zone A to zone C, and then he moved to was formerly riding a Peugeot. From there to Land Cruiser now, and of course, yeah. So for someone who is going to be a son-in-law, you don't expect less, okay? Son-in-law to such a person, you don't expect less. Now he launched his own studio, Hudson Media, and that was commissioned by the Papa himself, Dr. Paul Enenche, right? Now, so guys, I don't think you need any further buttressing on how they met. The guy is loved by Dr. Paul and his wife. He was and is his spiritual son, and then there's this endeared himself to their hearts, right? So apparently from there, he became friends with the children and all of that, and that's how he became friends with Debbie, and that's how that friendship turned into a romantic one, and now to marriage. Yes, so that's how they met. The guy has been so close to the church, so close to the family, so close to the parents, so close to the family. And one thing I noticed about him is that he loves that Debbie so much. He adores her. All the things that the movement, the body movement, language that he was exhibiting during the wedding. You know, there was this point when they were Baba Oyedipo was praying for them, and they fell under anointing. When he regained his consciousness and came up, he was trying to help the wife up. When they were seated, you know, when the sermon was going on, he was the way he was just, you know, looking at her, blushing over her, and I think at some point he was helping her to hold the hand fan or something. Yeah, so in fact, two of them are just fond of each other, right? But I'm just, you know, detailing on him because I felt I see some things about him that just shows that this one is just so in love with this one. And I feel that is what the parents-in-laws saw, that this one is genuinely in love with their daughter and would take care of her, having known that, okay, he has the fear of God, because I could also see the way he's usually lost in worship. Yeah, in worship, the guy is usually lost in worship. And you know, these men of God, they observe, right? So apparently they have seen some of these signs and be like, okay, they are comfortable that their daughter is going to be in safe hands. And it's also something to talk good about, that they could allow themselves, you know, they were not expecting that their daughter must marry another general overseer's son, or, you know, that kind of a thing. Somebody from that caliber might just be, somebody somewhere might just be thinking that for the nature of that caliber, his daughters or sons will be married to, his daughter will be married to one another, blah blah. But this one is from a humble background. So what matters is this person's heart for God? Does he have the potential to become great, of which the guy is doing well? I also learned that he now owns a real estate, or he's, you know, gradually he's building up a real estate, right? And once they can guarantee that this one is out for God. This one is not lazy. This one is focused. This one has a bright future ahead of him. Okay, so why not? He must not be one GO's son or one president's son or all of that to marry their daughter, because the man himself is connected. So if you're expecting, if you're thinking that he would want his daughter to marry a son of a president, you might not be wrong. But the thing is, as a spiritual man, he needs to, consider the most important things first. Any other thing, be it material things or profile, whatever, wealth profile and all of that can be built. That's just it. It can be built, and is it the money that he himself doesn't have? So what he has can actually flow down, can actually trickle down to his son-in-law and all of that. And the guy being a hustler himself, he said, you both should go and chase 10,000. That one shall chase 1,000, but two shall chase 10,000. That they should, go and chase 10,000. Let their efforts be multiplied, their resources be multiplied. When he was praying for them on the Thanksgiving Day, that was on Sunday. All right, so guys, that's it. I don't know. I just wanted to share this with you. So I'm not going to be bogging my head again looking for how to know or where to know how they met. The only thing was that I think they actually kept it discreet, because when they posted her engagement ring, people were just wondering. They were, speculating who it could be. Nobody really knew. Some persons were, even this particular church gist said it was Frank Edward. So I don't know if she has had anything to do with Frank Edward, or they just said that based on the fact that, I don't know, Frank Edward is a musician and she's an upcoming musician. I wouldn't just know why they linked her to Frank Edward, and they later came to debunk, to say that was unfounded, right? Now, what I'm trying to say is that however they started this relationship, it was kept discreet, because when she posted that ring, nobody knew until they announced it. But that's okay. That's good. I'm not going to go further. If you want to go further to keep bogging your head on how to know how they met, now you sabi, but what I just told you now is how they met. They met from the church, or in the church. The guy, first of all, became a church member, went further to do his Bible school, now started heading one of the departments, and became a spiritual son to the father-in-law, and now he is a son-in-law. Okay, guys, so yeah, this is where I'm going to call this a day. Thank you for coming by and for watching. If you have any contrary opinion, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. Also, do me well, kindly share this video. Yeah, give it a thumbs up and share it. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.